Hey everybody, I am back with another reaction video with just Destiny's 2 Witch Queen arc. Just gonna react to that today, and there will be the Lightfall arc, but I'm probably gonna have to wait for a couple of weeks before I do a video for that to wrap up the Destiny 2 reaction story videos, because next Saturday I will be doing my full spoiler review for Deadpool 3 because I'm gonna see it next Thursday. So because I want to avoid, because they putting out so much crap, which, come to think of it, I'm gonna have to make a vlog video about my thoughts on just trailer fodder, because it's just insane. This is the last time I get kind of annoyed by studios putting out so much crap on a thing where we all gonna go see anyway, was Spider-Man No Way Home, where they're just putting out like stuff more about the thing. It's like, I don't want to know anymore after the first trailer. That's it. That's done. There's a teaser trailer, and then there's an official trailer. That's it. I don't want any other bits and pieces put in. I want to be surprised. And not now, like, people been saying that about certain movies for a long time, but now I'm starting to get a bit of annoyed, where it just seems like you already struck gold. Stop digging. But anyway, I'll leave that for a separate video. But it's just like, okay, I don't want to know anything else. And if I don't see this right away, then, because as right now, Facebook and other people are, reviewers that I follow, and YouTube, every time I go on YouTube, it's like a new snippet of Deadpool 3. It's like, God, I don't want to know. I'm averting my eyes as much as I can. It's like, I don't want to know anymore. Stop posting crap and stop feeding it. I know people, news blogs and everything, gotta, get ahead of the game and be the first and all this stuff. But come on, like, people are already gonna see this. We do not want to get spoiled, and you're feeding into that. Anyway, we're gonna get back into it. Will be Witch Queen. So that's, and before I continue, please don't forget to follow me in the links in the description below. Share this with your friends. Smash that like button if you enjoy this content. And after I'm done with this, because I did post, where I'm pretty sure on my Facebook, YouTube community thing, where you can see a poll that had people vote on for my next reaction video between the first Gears of War game and the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance game for me to react to cutscenes for. Right now, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is up right now. But if you want to put in your vote, please check the community tab and cast your vote, because right now that might be winning. But anyway, let's get on with the get on.
Before it happened, my own death, brought on by the separation from my power. And in these final moments, I looked to the sky. Hello, old friend. I've chased you for a long time. First as an enemy, then as a collector, and finally, now, a supplicant. can say. Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. And sacrifice... Here we are. Wouldn't it be clever of you if after everything, you simply let me die? What a trick. Elegant. Is that it? If there is an answer, I don't hear it. Because now the world begins to fade. Incredible that I could forget something like that, isn't it? Such a storied life, erased. The light offers us a fresh start. But if we don't know where we came from, how will we know where to go? I'm so grateful to you for reminding me, for telling my story.
Wait. What is she talking about?
She remembers. We helped her remember.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
We have to leave.
So, you're saying Savathun was dead? Our most devious adversary, the one who nearly decimated the last city from within, was dead. And the Traveler resurrected her?
I wouldn't have believed it either, but...
But why would she need us to recover her memories if she never lost them in the first place?
This has to be another trick. A lie to fool us into surrendering the Traveler without a fight.
This has been the Traveler's approach from the beginning. The Books of Sorrow detail many civilizations it blessed with the light, then abandoned.
High propaganda.
The Fallen tell the same story. When the Witness and its Black Fleet came to call, the Traveler moved on to our system.
Or it sacrificed itself to save humanity from the same forces. Forces which included the Hive! After all that, why would the Traveler give our worst enemy the light?
It doesn't matter. I don't know why the Traveler gave Savathun the light. Maybe it has changed its mind about Guardians. Maybe it's not as infallible as we once believed. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Because I'm here to protect humanity. And if Savathun takes the Traveler, we lose our light, along with any hope for surviving the Witness's return. So, whatever it takes to stop this heist, we will do.
All right. How do we stop this?
I'm not sure yet, but I know where to find out.
These frail siblings will soon be claimed by the light. Unless we claim them first, we will tell the most cunning sibling of a cataclysm, a prophecy of great loss. We will feed her fear, her pride. We will say, young Sathona, the end is coming. A great cataclysm. A god wave. In the sky, there is only death. But salvation lies in the deep. Lead your sisters down. Your coming will spare their short lives. And you will be reborn, the Witch Queen.
They were tricked. The Hive were lied to.
Isn't this interesting? I miscalculated. So did you, Guardian. So protective of your traveler that you wouldn't let me keep it safe. But the Witness is coming. The game is yours to play now. Yours to win or lose. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
That's it? No more resurrection?
No. Where did her ghost go?
Guardian, I just got the message. The Traveler is back in the last city. Is it done? Is Savathun...
She's dead. But her ghost got away.
Good enough. Hold your position. The Hidden are coming to secure the remains. Good work, Guardian. You did the right thing.
Now what?
Now, we prepare for the Witness and stop the next collapse.
The children of Soul cry out for salvation. You promise them life, but deliver only death, as you have for so many before. Enough. Enough death. Enough life. You have no pieces left to place. The game is over. Do not be afraid. Your pale heart holds the key. This time, there is no escape.
Is that?
The very parasite that once plagued the Witch Queen herself.
Queen Mara. Good to see you.
Do not delay us with pleasantries. This parasite knocks at death's door.
What use do we have for Savathun's dying worm?
This parasite is an opportunity to learn from humanity's greatest failure.
Our collapse.
But not ours alone. That day was as much a failure for the Witch.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. As I said, our collapse was as much a failure for the Witness and its followers. Savathun included.
Savathun was there?
On behalf of the Witness. But something prevented humanity's end. Something known by Savathun and
her worm.
It requires strength and a new host to survive, to divulge its secrets.
But that's a death sentence.
For most, yes. But for the Queen of the Awoken, it's worth the risk.
Long ago, even before there was a last city, I was deep on patrol in the old forest when a local villager sought me out. They asked me to catch a thief. I told them the Iron Lords were no mercenaries, but I saw their pride as well as their poverty. And they offered me a loaf of black bread instead of coin. I agreed. Just before sunrise, I caught my thief. A young girl, stealing what she could carry. Food when she could find it, coin when she couldn't, weapons to protect what she had taken. There was no fear in her eyes. She said the bandits in the forest ordered her to steal in exchange for protection. The penalty for theft in those times was death. Instead, I pulled the crest from around my neck and pressed it into her hands. I told her the wolves would protect her. In a settlement rich with stolen supplies, I found the bandits and cut them down. 38 lives to spare one. And for a time, I believed that was mercy. Many winters passed before I found myself back in that part of the old forest. This time, no one sought me out. So I sought them instead. Wind blew through rotted wood and rusted metal where the village once stood. And behind it, graves. Then piled stones, then bare mounds of earth, and then a pit. My blood was high. I tore through the forest, hunting for those responsible. Finally, in a settlement rich with stolen supplies, I found her. A lightless woman with my crest around her neck. There was no fear in her eyes. She spoke plainly. When the villagers could no longer tithe, her wolves no longer protected them. She bled them dry, and when they had no more to give, she sent in her men, unleashed her wolves. Mercy to an enemy cannot come at the cost of mercy for their victims. The right path isn't always easy to find. But once you do, the only question is whether you're strong enough to walk it.
He's honestly one of my favorite characters. I love the voice acting.
Crow, how do you justify the innocent blood on your hands? It was honorable.
It was an accident.
The Cabal word for accident has 2 syllables. One is fault, the other responsibility. Honor the scion whose life was taken. A life for a life. That is our way.
That is your way, not ours.
You will not deny us justice!
Do what you believe is right. I did.
I will honor you. You demand a life for a life. Take mine.
Cabal reward bravery in the face of death. I accept. Your life is forfeit. You will serve the rest of your days on my war council as Brachus Forge.
Then it's done.
Zavala, you can't...
Not a word.
It is the beginning of the end. A dormant herald of the collapse stirs in its lunar tomb. Where once we banished the nightmares, a new terror rouses them from their slumber. Callus, the Emperor of the Cabal, betrayed by his own daughter and cast into exile. Now obsessed with a voice calling to him from within the darkness. But we will not cower in fear of nightmares. We will do as Guardians have always done. We will rise to meet the enemy and confront our darkest fears with open eyes. The lunar pyramid stirs to the Leviathan's call. It manifests our deepest regrets. They wear familiar faces and speak with familiar voices.
Remember your last advisor, Zavala. You trust this one's judgment?
I can bind these nightmares to us. Grant us safe passage through the ship.
Hive magic. You would doom us all.
I know what I'm asking you to confront.
Do you?
The rules have bent around us. We must also bend.
Madness. Your witchcraft plays right into my father's hands. Find someone else for your ritual.
Your regrets will follow you, Empress. Let me offer protection.
My armor is protection enough. I will lead the charge. You need only follow.
No matter what happens, do not break the circle. This will anchor our offerings. Now, tithe your weights to the crown.
My heart, from a time long past.
My memory, from one life to the next.
Song of Sothona, your words are mine to command. Bolog, Aya.
Eris!
Chords plucked in authored throats find chorus. Echoes once dissonant, exhumed, find harmony in binding flesh. It burdens. It burdens. It burdens until the choir relents, accepting.
Imagery.
We are bound. Before the Vanguard, before the city, there was a woman. Her name was Sophia, and she was a surgeon. She came to Lord Saladin's gates, offering her skills in exchange for shelter. Zavala was his protege then. He had been taught his purpose, and he followed it without question. She maddened him. He infuriated her. But respect grew to admiration, and admiration to love. Does it surprise you that Zavala loved? She was meticulous and gentle, strong-willed, stubborn, fearless. It began with an infant, orphaned in a fallen raid. Saladin had taught Zavala duty, war, and a light. But Sophia showed him that he was more than an instrument of violence. She had one life, and she would share it with him. They called the boy Hakim. And he called Zavala father. In his joy, Zavala thought to abandon the light, as he had abandoned Saladin's ways. That joy ended as it began, with their son. When Hakim followed his father into battle, Zavala could not protect him, and Sophia could not save him. Hakim died in his mother's arms. Zavala wanted her forgiveness, but she knew there was nothing to forgive. And that giving up the light would be no absolution for him. They returned to the lives they once led. She found love again. She had a daughter. And when Sophia passed, He asked her to forgive him. Through each generation, he mourned. He asked for their forgiveness. And still, he has not found it.
Where is Callus?
Dead. He has given himself over to the Witness. My father is gone.
Sophie.
I was not there when my house fell to ruin. Defectors joined the coward Kel Mithrax in his worthless House of Light and fled to the last city. They devoted themselves to their oppressors, the Guardians, and their great machine. There is no greater shame. I tried to claim stasis for my people. But I was judged, bound, abandoned by the same power I sought to command. Some chains cannot be broken. Or so they would have you believe.
Thanks for helping your old pal Drifter with this delicate situation, hero. I had a delivery headed toward the last city when these House Salvation goons hijacked it. Now I just need you to get in there and expedite my shipment. I'll let you know what we're looking for once you're inside.
Oh, hell. The Witness must have broken Aramis out. No wonder House Salvation's scrambling.
So, the ship stealer is back in play. The artifact she's after.
Price of her freedom, I bet.
Oh, imagine the resale value.
Luckily, we got a clean ship and a dirty crew to chase her with.
Do me a favor, Guardian. Don't let this clown pilot my catch.
Come on now, Spider. I'll treat her like she was my own.
That's what I'm worried about.
Only thing you better worry about is the welcome you'll get back in the last city. Let's ride, Guardian.
careful with that cargo, or I'll dock you myself. Then it's true. Aramis has broken free. Her name still carries weight. The old crew's now really under her command.
The old crews. I've read about them. The Ketch Killers and Skiff Blades. What is the human word?
Pirates. Aramis thawing out is bad news, sure. And she's looking for something. But luck's on our side for a change. This little trinket is exactly what we need.
What's that?
That's access, little sister. You hold this key, and any door they close, you can open. If you can find it.
We must not take the old crews lightly. The full Vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. Zavala's preparing for Callus's next move. Ikora's got her hidden looking for Aramis, but they stick to the shadows. That leaves us.
Father, we should do whatever we can to help. And there's so much exhilarating knowledge to be gained from these pirates. They may hold antiquities from the time of the whirlwind.
Ido, this is more serious than you realize.
You ain't wrong. We all know how dangerous Aramis can be. It's your call, hero. Well, anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
We have not formally met. I am Ido, scribe of House Light, daughter of Mizrax Skell, whom you already know.
Yes. Mizrax and I are well acquainted.
I have heard the stories.
Have you now?
Do you hold a title, sir? I've heard what they call you.
I hold a great many things. Spider is better than Fallen, and no worse than your old man letting the Guardians call him Mithrax.
Yes, some of them struggle to pronounce his name.
Yes. It's surprising what they struggle with. Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, yes, this Guardian is quite competent. I still hope I will be able to assist somehow.
Very plucky of you, Ido. How does your father feel about your involvement? It seems these old pirate crews have put a touch of fear into him.
Yes, he seemed apprehensive. But I am a scribe. Chronicling our history is part of my position. And deep down, he must be as excited about the adventure as any of us.
Oh, I'm positively thrilled. Now, little scribe, if you'd be kind enough to excuse us. The Guardian and I have business to discuss.
Of course. Welcome to the last city. May the light provide.
May the light provide. Mizrax, you old charlatan. You built quite the house of cards here.
Yes, he's definitely plucky.
Guardian, it's been a while. Seems like only yesterday I was in the Tangled Shore, trading in Seraphite and phase glass. Now, I'm nestled in the bosom of the Traveler. Oh! Funny where owing a debt to Drifter can get you, huh? And let's keep the details of my ignominious rescue between us. Now then. It sounds as though you're off to cross swords with Aramis and the old crews. Mithrax seem none too pleased about that. I wonder why. I'll tell you what, my friend. I'll let you keep using my ship while you go digging for secrets. I think you've got the steel for it. Now go show those pirates what happens when they crush Spiderhead. While you're gone, I'll gather some accoutrements no budding captain should be without. No need to thank me, Guardian. I only ask that you keep my wanton generosity to yourself. I have a reputation to maintain.
I am Jabba the Hutt, you see.
I was beginning to expect better from you. Did I misjudge?
You know, Moondust, I can't figure you out.
That is not unusual.
You talk a big game about how much I irritate you, but you keep calling.
Watch yourself, Rat.
You know I always do.
Guardian, I thought the Elixni had moved on from such senseless brutality. It seems I was mistaken. Aramis has awoken and has summoned the old crews to aid her. Regrettably, it falls on you to stop them. For that, you will require a star chart and a captain's atlas. Spider had these antiques in his collection. Use them if you must, but remember that you are a guardian, chosen by the light. These pirates, brutal remnants of our past, are not. Aramis chose to ally with them for a reason. They know the stars in a way even House Salvation does not. I fear that Aramis may seek... Pay me no mind. Raise arms against these pirates and discover the truth for yourself.
Hello, Guardian. My father and I are already studying the relic you reclaimed from the pirates. I am eager to learn the nature of this.
You know, I just thought of something. What was that guy that pops up randomly where you get all those gold engrams? His name starts with an X. Zor, I think. Zor, something like that. And I'm just curious, why has nobody done a story around that guy? Because he is very interesting.
The strange energies that seep from within. I was thrilled to aid in your engagement with Aramis's fleet. I hope my support was beneficial, although I admit I am unused to the rigors of combat. While I did study with the Awoken Techians, gunplay was never a part of the syllabus. I am proud of the progress we made together. Thank you for including me as part of your crew. I must continue my studies. May the light provide.
What catches your eye? Guardian, I greet you in the light, and yet I feel adrift in shadow. Ido and I studied the artifact you claimed from the pirates, and it emanates pure darkness. It is an object pulled from Elixir legend, and I fear it is not the only one of its kind. The old crews fought and died for these relics, believing they could bestow power. The very power the Great Machine withheld. That is why Aramis enlisted their help. She seeks the relics, and pirate legends hint at where they may be hidden. And if her task is at the command of the Witness, Aramis cannot be allowed to claim the powers within. If she does, all will fall to corruption. You must find them. You must. Mithrax, my old friend. There's a matter I wish to discuss with you. My people's concerns are my own. I will listen. I hoped you'd say that. Rumor has it your new crew has been bringing back delightful baubles, pulled from the old shores. Are you asking for a share? Do you think me so petty? We're on the same side here. We have our eyes on the same horizon. Those relics resurfaced for a reason. The power belongs to us. We could have everything this time. We need only take it. Your words are careless. What? Guardian? Huh. A trusted accomplice. No. I did not imagine you would speak like that where I might hear you. Come now, Mithrax. I know you. Think of your house. Think of your daughter. We could have everything Aramis wants. Wouldn't that be some lovely payback? Huh? You will leave that behavior in the past. You will not speak of it here beneath the Great Machine, or I will silence you. There's no call for that. Do you hear me, Rakis? I hear you. Never summon me like this again. Get out. We're closed. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, hey there, hero. Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring. I'm on debrief duty, while your Elixir buddies are busy with the relics you got from Aramis's crew. Ido's researching how to tap into their power. The kid's thorough, I'll give her that. She thinks something's hidden inside him. I swear she was about to crack one open before Mithrax stopped her. Now me? I took one look and knew those things were bad news. Gave me a little shiver. Reminds me of something. From a long time ago.
The galaxy far, far away.
Maybe I should do a little research of my own.
I think you'll find our friendship agreeable.
I think the Lightfall portion, probably have to make that like a triple parter or something, because long, probably twice as long as this one.
Your last raid yielded a surprising fragment of intel. This was found in the pirate hideout, along with the relic.
You forget your place, Irix. I am no longer the ship stealer. I am a Kel, and your obedience is my right. Deliver the relic as agreed, and I will overlook your attempts to extort me. Do it, or face the wrath of a power you cannot imagine.
I believe Aramis Kel references the Witness. Perhaps she really has abandoned her calls for Elixni unity.
Guardian, we have new readings. Aramis's fleet moves across the system, pursuing relics of power. Summon your crew. And a request, please. As a favor to me. Do not involve Ido in your violence against the old crews. She is brave and curious, but does not yet understand the brutality of the world. There are pain truths in our history. I should have told her earlier, before all this. But I must learn before I can teach, and for that I need time. Disrupt Aramis's crews, and stop her from collecting the relics. Some mistakes must remain in the past.
Spider, there are questions my father refuses to answer. Have you seen him act this way before? You two were friends once.
Even if Mithrax had friends back then, I wasn't among them. I couldn't possibly speak to his behavior.
You're being evasive.
Oh, evasive? I prefer to think of it as coy. Well then, your father was unpredictable. We could have had everything we wanted if he listened to me, but he always knew better. And look at him now. Cal of a house, holed up inside the city. Picking over ruins, pretending he's content in the shadow of the great machine.
We were offered scraps and we took them.
Oh? Is that ingratitude I hear?
I do not call the truth ingratitude, but enough of who my father is. Who was he?
I expected this from Spider, but not from you.
I am simply performing my duties as scribe of House Light. I will gather knowledge regardless of who would keep it from me.
Ruckus, I told you not to speak of this. Do I have to dock your tongue?
Father! I apologize for the Kel's behavior.
Apology accepted. I see now. You're afraid little Ido will take off those rose-colored glasses. Such a delightful human phrase. And what will she see when she looks at you then? Do not speak to my daughter again. Oh, don't worry about me. Though, I'm not the only one who remembers. Sooner or later, she'll learn the truth. But I'm sure it will all work out. After all, what is it you say? The light provides.
Hey there, Captain. Figured I'd better take over while Mithrax is preoccupied. I heard he's dealing with some family issues. From what I could gather, he tried to shut Ido out from all this pirate business. Might have lost his temper. Definitely lost face. Poor Ido. What do they say? Never meet your heroes? Kinda tough when your hero's your dad. No surprise to me Mithrax has got some secrets. Everybody's got something that keeps him up at night. I'm sure they'll work it out. Folks have a way of putting aside their differences when the world's at stake. Just look at me and Zavala. Or me and Ikora. Or me and... anybody, really.
This guy gives off Gambit from the X-Men vibes.
Here for a favor.
Trying to determine what exactly is inside these reliquaries, but I dare not open them. The resulting surge of darkness energies would have unforeseeable effects on my physiology. However, I did manage to secure a centuries-old Vanguard mission report from the Cryptarchy. The reporting Guardian said that Elixni crews were infighting over what he called, quote, chunks of rotting meat. The report is of dubious quality, but it did make me wonder if the relic could be biological in nature. Guardian, as you prepare for your next voyage, know that I will continue to assist in the conflict against Aramis. I had words with Mithrax Gel concerning his recent behavior. He explained he wished to shelter me from the violence displayed by Aramis Gel's crews. I said one does not protect by forbidding exposure. There is no safety in ignorance. I told him plainly that I will not be sheltered. As the Guardian Credo states, devotion inspires bravery, bravery inspires sacrifice. The unspoken line that follows is why I will remain on the radio. Now, we must continue to pursue the relics Aramis seeks. Board your ship, and let us begin.
I have just spoken with Drifter. He says another force assaulted Aramis's pirates. If you and Aramis are not the only ones searching for the relics, I fear this is beyond my control. I believed we could collect the relics and contain that power, keep them safe. Guardian, there are details I have kept from you. From everyone. I must ask for the gift of your patience. I will find an answer. I will. Trust me for a moment longer. I beg you. Here for a favor.
Yeah, we're like halfway through. We're gonna probably have to make this a two-parter because there's a lot going on than I realize, and plus I gotta take care of some stuff. But we'll make this a two-parter. Yeah, the last couple, the Lightfall thing is gonna be like a multi-parter as well because there's a lot going on. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Sorry, I thought it was gonna be like at least an hour and a half, but I will see you guys not next. We'll return to this not next week, but the week after. But anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Maybe playing some Destiny. We'll see. But regardless, take care. Have a pleasant weekend. Be safe. Peace.